so that I can tick through that and manage, yeah, to do that. So those are my intentions for this week.
I like it. I like it. All right, guys. Anybody else want to be brave? Grab the mic. Let's see in.
Okay.
Yes.
I have similar intentions as Kaya for this week. Mine is more recalibrating, I guess. I had a specific path that I was following, but based on my saved searches and just some of the details working through it, I've seen that
Mm.
there's some refinements I need to make to my profile, some adjustments, and then it's also getting more proposals out there. But I think for me, because they tend to be a lot more expensive connect-wise,
Mm.
um, it's going to have to be really targeted, and it's going to have to be a slick proposal. Yeah, just finding that balance between quantity and quality as well. Well, they'll all be good quality, but I don't have as many connects to play with. So it really needs to be deliberate.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that. I like that. The fact that we're acknowledging inside the squad. I don't know if my screen share is still paused or something, but we're acknowledging inside the squad that connects cost. And even though when you're inside the squad, you do get free connects, it's still a matter of strategy. Inside the squad, on average, the average freelancer does not spend more than at least, I would say, at most 18 connects. And that is because we have our own way of coding in what it is that we want, like the parameters we can set inside the squad. So if you're not in the squad, unfortunately, you're going to spend whatever it is that the client wants you to spend. But we have something coded into our safe searches. So we don't spend, in fact, Impo doesn't spend more than 12 connects on a proposal. And I remember with Rebecca, I wish she was on the call, she also wasn't spending anything more than 12 connects on proposals. And she did pretty okay for herself. What other intention setters do we have in the house? Let me look. TK, what's T? What are your intentions for the week? Don't say you're just here to observe. I want to know. I'm like on TK. I'm like unmute, unmute. I want to know. TK is like, nope. You can click until you turn blue in the face. I will not unmute my mic and share my personal private intentions for the week. Okay, so Sika, tell us how it's done. What are your intentions for this week?
Are you talking to me?
Oh,
Whew, my intentions for this week, definitely more proposals, and I'm also planning to expand my niche as we spoke in the beginning. So I'm starting to write some blogs, some articles, and I haven't started my course for copywriting and SEO, but that's for the future. But I'm just practicing how to write my blogs. And yeah, that's my plan for the week.
all
Trying
right. And
to expand my niche.
did you do some market research on your niche? Meaning, did you do a job search on your niche and see what it is that clients are looking for? How did you decide I just want to do blog writing instead of copywriting?
So, are we on YouTube?
We can not be on YouTube if you'd like us to not be on YouTube.
No, it's okay. So with my niche, which is recipe development and new product development, in my saved search, it happens that most of things that show is someone who wants like supplements developed for them, and they also
Mm.
want someone to write convincing blogs, convincing articles about their supplements or products, which goes into the marketing route. So that's how I saw that, okay, I can make more money besides developing new products, but also writing
Yeah.
about them. And also with my nutrition, food, science background, I'll be able to align my writing with what actually makes sense with the supplements and food
Mm.
products.
Oh, that one's good. That one's good. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us. Maria, what are your intentions for the week?
Hello, hi, everybody. Hope you're all
Hi.
good. So my intentions for the week is to go with the cycle of being a woman, which means I have to slow down a little bit. So you
No,
know.
I actually have a video of that inside Top Rated Freelancers. It's one of it's like a training that I did with one of my coaches back in I can't remember what year it was, but I can link
Yeah.
you to that training video. Yeah, it actually shows you how to lean into that to use it as kind of like a superpower.
Oh, please do, because I am normally like, okay, I'm a don't call me, I'll call you. But I was actually speaking to my sister earlier. I'm like, I got training to do, but it feels like I'm back at school. Like, I don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it. I'm just like,
That was me today. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was like, I have an interview today. I don't want to go on YouTube. I look ugly.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this today.
Right. And I'm just like, oh, I need to start this. I've got quite a few courses that I need to start and complete actually, because everything needs to be completed by December. But I do have my intentions for this week are to have at least 2 proposals sent out and to finalize my interview and get. So yeah, it's going to be a very focused week because
Nice.
yeah.
What about you, Bunky? What are your intentions for this week? Because we are going to meet on Wednesday for your one-on-one session. So what are you planning until Wednesday?
Hi. I'm planning on sending more proposals and getting viewed for real, for real. And
Period.
we're not meeting on Wednesday. It's on Thursday. I double checked.
Who am I meeting on Wednesday? I don't know. I feel like it was Wednesday.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll keep on sending more proposals. So until something comes up.
I'll tell you what I want you to do. I'm going to challenge you to do this. Interact
Okay.
and be active in the 3 communities, and I'll DM them to you in our squad chat. The 3 communities that I highly recommend every single member of the paid squad do, like, just be active in those groups and let Neuro go with you. You don't have to answer questions alone, just to increase your view ratio. That way, when you go back to sending proposals, the algorithm works with you, right? We want the algorithm to work with us. Remember, just by doing that, Faith increased her views to like 250 something, if I can remember. She also recently, like last week, crossed over the $50,000 mark. So yeah, Faith is crushing it. She wants to be officially a 6-figure freelancer next year. And I'm thinking her 12-week blueprint, her custom framework is going to get her there. Because right now she's doing really, really well. So it's very possible. Let's see, what else? Who? Nima, what are we doing anything, Nima?
Yeah, I was straight off to Kaya.
I'm trying to
So
remember. Yep, you were. Okay, Cindy, what's up? Were you straight up after somebody?
I'm trying to keep quiet today, but anyhow. Okay,
Why?
so just, it's Monday. My intentions for the week are catching up with the blueprint. wrapping up week 1, so I'm working on your comments and then watching some videos, 2 videos that I need to do. And I'm hoping to start this process of sending proposals. Like, it's making me anxious. So yeah,
Oh, girl. Do you have a one-on-one booked for this week?
it's the one on Wednesday. Yeah.
It's you. Sorry, Bungie. Sorry, it was Cindy. Okay, Cindy, we're gonna send a proposal together.
Okay, perfect. That sounds great.
It's not gonna be hard. And then you'll have the recording to review so that you can get the hang of it. Oh, girl, come on.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I'm glad. Like I'm working on the searches thing, and yeah, there's light. Like right now as I'm listening. So
Excellent.
that's my those are my intentions, and I'm looking forward to crashing them.
Yeah. And I'm like low-key really excited for you because I remember how like sana you were with me like last week. You were like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's just not user-friendly. I don't like it here. Do better. And I was like, oh crap. But we're coming along now. We're coming along. So I'm really happy that you're starting to find your feet. And I've got a feeling, simply because of your background, fortunately, that you're gonna be taking off soon. I've got a feeling about this, and I'm usually not about this stuff. I'm just saying. All right, we're gonna
That's good to
recap. Yeah.
All right. That's it from me. Thanks.
Okay, guys, we're about to do a recap of last week. And for those of you who may have forgotten, myself included, so here is what happened inside the paid squad. Special effects. Kaya, what's going on with you over there? Before we do special effects.
Yeah, no, I just got a very interesting email. So yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah.
You don't want to share it on YouTube. You want to share it with me, right? Inside the squad
Uh,
chat.
it's something completely it's not within, it's not for the squad, so I'd rather keep it to myself for now.
All right, all right. Stop taking money from strippers. Let's carry on.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is what happened last week inside the Plant Squad. Okay, members of the squad are starting to get crazy results like 2-to-1 ratios. And here are some insights, because we had to ask. Rebecca is here. So here's some insights from some top freelancers in the squad. Number 1, you can definitely land clients without an interview. You can land retainer clients even if that is your very first client in the squad. And you can land retainer clients that pay more than $1,000 a month, just as one client, and then you can find others for just quick work, just on a regular basis. So think about that. Also, something that we are learning as we are going is that making $10,000+ in 12 weeks is actually very doable. I'm on a different challenge, and it is terrifying every single week that I am not publicly running the newsletter. Hello, Rebecca, is very scary for me. But yeah, 12-week, 4-week 10K month is coming up as well in your mailboxes. For all of you who have been going on my website and like opting into that email that's coming out every single week, showing you how to get to your 10K month in 4 weeks. Pray for me. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is that members of the squad are preparing Upwork domination, member by member in different niches. Because again, the hypothesis was, can success leave clues regardless of your niche? And so we're finding out little by little that actually success does leave clues. So something for you to think about. But this is what you came for, right? How to follow up. Fun fact, the paid squad hasn't received this information yet. So you guys are getting YouTube, you're getting information before even the squad. Let me check the chat quickly and then we'll start. Okay, I am blocking the screen with my big head. This is awesome. I'm not really sure how to do that, but I can just like move my big head, like just move it. Let me see. How do I move my big head? My big head ain't moving. All right. Hope this is better. Let me know. Can you see the screen with that? Cabeza, muy grande. All right. Okay, I've got a feeling all is good. Okay, thank you. You still want the face. Let me see if I can give you face. Give the face right now. The face is there. You're looking at me popped out on the side instead of in your screen, I think. Right, so here's how we follow up. It's called the gentle nudge follow-up. Basically, you're conventionally told to do this where you create subtle urgency to prompt your client into
So we're
action.
not gonna see the face.
You see the face. Guys, do you not
No,
see my face right now?
no, it's not there anymore.
Oh, on the screen.
Yes,
Like, I'm contorting
you
myself because I'm
just
trying to
moved it
figure
all
out.
together. Yeah.
Oh, okay, let me see if I can. I don't know how to make myself smaller. My personality is too big. Okay, I promise you, I'm not going to be obstructing any views anymore. Let me see. I'll go this way. Okay. Is that better? Oh,
Yes, I think it is.
okay. So, as I was saying, we're always encouraged to create some kind of FOMO, right? Like conventionally by gurus on Upwork. And I'll walk you through why this method, it's actually not bad. It's not bad news. And then I'll also show you guys how we actually do things inside the squad. So the first thing that we are told is that use scarcity. Use scarcity and limited availability to prompt the client to act. So what exactly, like, if I'm new on the platform, like new, how do I use scarcity and limited availability to prompt the client to act like I'm new, bruh? Well, if you were using Neuro, already you're like 2 steps ahead because Neuro's already shown that number one, you can get the work done. Neuro's shown that you have your own special methodology to get the work done. There's a special little line that we use at the end based on sales psychology and dark psychology that shows you how to get projects even faster without having to hop on a call. So by the time we use the gentle nudge, it's just bringing it home, just bringing it home. Whereas conventionally, the gentle nudge is still relatively cold, even though the client technically is a warm lead because they're on Upwork. It's still cold though. So you don't actually have the green light. It's just green because it's Upwork and it's green. But you don't actually have the green light from your clients to send them any more messages. They're blue ticking you for a reason. Their reason you don't know yet because the gentle nudge is not persuasive enough. But then what's the alternative? Okay, so we are told that the best time to use the gentle nudge is like 3 to 5 days after the client has responded to your proposal. But we actually found out in the paid squad that this is terrible advice. One of our fellow squad members, Zola, had a client that she hadn't responded to in a few. And we realized that the 3 to 5 days window, she was still there, but she had lost out on an essential amount of time. And so we jumped already to the next phase of her follow-up to kind of agitate the client a little bit more. So yes, when you're using the gentle nudge, it is enough time for your client to consider options without being pressured. That's exactly the problem with it. It's enough time for your client to consider options. Do you guys see that? And also, why not pressure? When, okay, this is going to be morbid, but when a wound is bleeding, what are we immediately supposed to do in first aid? Remember that the client came to you with a pain point. They're bleeding. They need a painkiller. They don't need a vitamin, right? So when a wound is bleeding, what is like the number one thing that we are supposed to do?
Apply pressure.
Apply pressure. And so when you use a gentle nudge, you're going to have hemorrhaging. This is not going to work, right? It's not going to work. So we don't want them, one, to consider options. And number two, we don't want them to not feel pressure. They're in pain. So we're going to agitate just a little bit more. Okay, so then where do I use the gentle nudge if I'm just going to disregard everything I've just said? Okay, we are told to send the follow-up message 3 to 5 days after the client has initially responded through Upwork, or if you're on Fiverr, through Fiverr, or the platform where the initial conversation took place, because that's how you maintain professionalism. And I would say, actually, that's just something you have to do because you have to comply with platform terms of service. Am I in the way? Am I in the way? Okay, it's fine. I don't know. So the gentle nudge does work when you feel like the client is already in the bag, because it taps into the psychological principles of scarcity, urgency, and FOMO. Clients are more likely to act when they feel that your time is limited. So, okay, I'm going to give you an example of how people conventionally use the gentle nudge. Let me just double check. Want to see the comments. Cindy says I'm good. All right. So here's what it looks like. When you use scarcity, it increases the perceived value of your services, apparently. And apparently, people are more motivated to act when they feel they might lose out on a valuable opportunity. But sometimes gentle nudges just do not work. The clients just go cold. Unless like they really, really wanted your specialized skills. And you've seen inside the squad sometimes how long it takes for you to agitate a client using the gentle nudge method. Inside the module, I think it's Get Hired, I show you how long it took me to land my high-paying client. It was, spoiler alert, buckle up. Like it's intense. And I'm saying that with this new formula that goes along with the 12-week blueprint, we're not going to do that. It's not going to take us that long. So I've been using the gentle nudge, and I have found I do not like it. So here is an example of what a scarcity-driven follow-up message using the gentle nudge would look like. I have a few spots left for new clients this month. Let me know if we can move forward together. First of all, the squad should have already seen several problems with this statement. But worst of all, this little puppy right here. Do you guys wanna enlighten us about what makes this weak sauce? This little ditty right here. Oh, I can't say that word anymore, can I? Oof. Okay, this one word right here on the screen. Or have the mic somebody.
Is it if?
And why is
it
this
the word
weak?
if?
Yeah. And why is the word if weak?
Because you're basically giving your potential client a way out.
Still, right?
Yeah.
Still giving the client a way out. This is not good. So I have a few spots left for new clients this month. Let me know when we can move forward together. Already, wow, fixed it because we added in presuppositions. Just like that. But this is still weak sauce. Even though you're being gentle, there's no sense of urgency here because of something else. Does anyone else want to grab the mic and tell us what is the other thing that creates a lack of urgency? You might think it's scarcity driven, but there's no urgency for me to do anything. It's like, yeah, okay, well, thanks for that. What am I supposed to do with that information?
Well, I'm
The
thinking
hint.
that
Mhm.
the new clients, I'm left with the new clients. So would that answer your question? Because it just to the
You're
client, it
very
doesn't matter.
close. Very
Yeah.
close. You're very close. Do you want to try
Is it?
again? You're very close.
Oh, okay. Let me give the other kids a chance. Go ahead. Try again.
You can go ahead, Maria.
No, you're very close, Kaya.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you're close, my guy. Land is okay.
I mean, few spots. I mean, just that opening sentence. I have a few spots left for new clients this month. It's like, as a client, I'll be like, okay, cool. I don't really care that you have new clients. So it does not even urge, you don't urge the clients to, you know, respond back. You don't give them any scarcity. So, am I right with a few spots?
A few spots does give them some scarcity because I mentioned a few spots, but there's like a time limitation I put there that hurts my urgency.
This
Time
month.
limitation? Yes, that's it. So because I said this month, yeah, girl, ain't nobody going like nobody's gonna bother. Hey, empowerment coach, how's it going?
Oh,
Nice of you to join us. So this month is very good. We did not create that kind of limitation that we were hoping for when we said this month. And so it doesn't drive the scarcity. If it's your client for the month and it's January, then okay, I can feel the pressure. But if it's like towards the end of the month, it's like, all right, see you next month then. So these two don't correlate. It has to be, you have to still think about time. This is not a panacea. It's not a one size fits all type of statement. But this is how a lot of gurus and coaches encourage people to follow up. And I'm telling you now, I used to do it too, because I used to be in the guru pipeline, you know? They had me in a chokehold. And I realized this doesn't work. It works maybe sometimes on other clients, but it doesn't get them to like help me pay my bills for the month, if we're being real. All right, so then what does? Hmm. Let's talk about price anchoring. This is something that I'm noticing that you guys are, just as you are new, or just as you are old, because you guys are changing your rates, you're A/B testing, you're doing a lot of stuff where when we're on one-on-one, I'm like, no, but you're just like, nah, she has her way, I'm doing me right now. Um, and you're playing around with your prices. But this is something that actually I have to say that what the gurus teach, it's not bad here. So price anchoring is when you introduce a really high price first to your, oh, there's my microphone, to your ICA. I'm sorry, guys, brain for a ride. So then when you finally go ahead and you give them the price, it's like, oh, that's a deal. That's kind of a deal. So when you introduce a higher price first, your actual offer looks good. So that's what price anchoring is. So the best way that I have seen it done and the way that I advise you guys in the squad, don't feel pressed. The client may have put a placeholder amount there. You don't have to then feel pressed like you have to take that amount. You can go ahead and ask Neuro to actually give you what the market related price is for your service. And then you can create a range for your client. So you can say, my services usually cost this much for you because you are my first, second, third, fourth, up to fifth Upwork client. I can offer it at this amount. Now, even if it's, and this is for fixed rate projects, even if it's essentially still high enough number, like you're on the higher end as far as Neuro is offering, it still makes the client feel like they're getting a discount. And this is why gentle nudges don't work, but price anchoring works. However, can it backfire? Yes. Yes, it can backfire if your initial anchor is way above the client's budget or if they're highly price sensitive. So this goes back to the buyer type. So when you're not negotiating, I don't like this word. When they ask you how much would you charge, some of them don't even say hi. They just go, how much? in their message to you as a response. Then I want you to just breathe. Do not feel pressured to respond right then and there. Go back to Neuro and ask Neuro to give you a well thought out list of like how much does what cost with what included. And then you go ahead and you give them a range. And then you let them know that usually on the market, it's not just you giving them that range. On the market, it costs this much. But for them, considering you're new on the platform and you'd like them to be a first client, you can give them a more competitive price and give them not the lower end, but the mid-range that Neuro suggests. And if they're highly price sensitive, ask Neuro that. Is this client type highly price sensitive? How can we still land this client? And Neuro will, spit something out that actually really works. So yes, price anchoring can backfire if you don't do it well. I think there needs to be a caveat here. It's not necessarily that it will backfire. It's just if it's above the client's budget or if their buyer type is highly price sensitive. So do you see where knowing your buyer type comes in? At the end of the day, you can't really get over that one little hurdle. You still have to know your client's buyer types. Okay, so how do I avoid price anchoring backfiring? You always want to tailor your anchor to the client's industry and expected budget. So you want to anchor, like we discussed before, with a range instead of a single high price so that you don't lose the client. And what you also want to do is find out what the industry says about what the budget should be, because I also don't want you walking away with too little, right? Because you did not do your research. So if they have a placeholder amount there, give them a range. And if you've looked at their previous hiring history and all that stuff, and nowhere in their project description do they say that the amount is placeholder, you can gently educate them that for what they're asking for, the industry expected price is this much. But because they're your first, second, third, fourth, or fifth client on the platform, you're going to give them this offer. And always structure it either as an offer, a gift, or like just something nice, because you're new on the platform, something like that. Okay, so here's how we actually do things inside the squad. But first, I gotta double check to make sure that we're not way over the limit. Squad, how are we feeling? Let me check with YouTube as well. Gotta make sure we're not over our limit. We only wanted to go on YouTube for like 30 minutes. All right, YouTube, thank you very much for your company. We are outie like a terrible belly button. So I'll see you guys tomorrow where we will continue with the session. Yeah, I'm going to stop going live now.